I fell more in love with my wife last weekend. My wife, 34, and I, 33, have only been married for a year, but together almost 5 years. We attended a friend's wedding where I knew I would see my ex, whom I dated for 7 years and hadn't seen in 7 years either. I was nervous, not because I thought things would go bad, but just because it's been a long time and it's just awkward and you make all of these scenarios up in your head, not knowing how it will go. This girl, my ex, was once my best friend. Even prior to dating, and our breakup sort of divided our whole friend group. I have always wanted nothing more than to all be in the same room again. Just being friends. We had a similar situation early on when my wife and I started dating. When we went to a wedding and ran into her very recent ex. I think everything was just too fresh and I did not handle it very well. Or really any of us. I've regretted the way I reacted ever since and always wish I could do it over. Especially knowing how I feel about seeing my ex. My wife knows this as we've had many talks about it, and of course she understands. Anyway, I noticed my ex alone at a table and figured it was my opportunity and dragged my wife along for the ride. We made eye contact and smiled and immediately hugged. I introduced her to my wife and they began talking for a bit. We picked up right where we left off, talking about everything we've been up to, catching up on where we were living, and making fun of the groom who was a mutual best friend of ours. The night continued and we caught each other in passing a few times. All the stress and anxiety went away. It felt like how I wanted it to feel. Like we were still friends and hanging out like we once did with the groom many years ago. We even all took a photo together. My wife, being the awesome person she is, shamelessly shared it on social media. My friends couldn't believe we were all hanging out. My wife never said anything bad about my ex, nor did she make any jokes about how well it went compared to when we saw her ex, which she had every right to. On the way home, I just couldn't stop staring at my wife. I had this overwhelming feeling of love just pouring over me. I just kept getting the "what are you looking at?" question lol. I truly felt closer to her and honestly looked up to her. I want to be like her. And she's everything I've ever wanted. I hope that I get a second chance and could do the same for her. I write this several days later. Feelings just as strong, flowers and chocolate in hand, while I wait for her to get home. Love you, babe. Wow. The typical, I didn't expect this to blow up. Thanks, everyone. To clarify, I am not looking for a continuous relationship with ex, nor am I stuck in the past. It's nice to move on and things to feel normal. It's more that I put up in the exact same situation previously. Wife did not use that as an opportunity to do the same. She handled it better than most would.